What's up everyone, it's the GTG coming to you from Singapore all the way to the NYC. And today's video I've had to pull out of the back catalogue of questions because no one's liked anyone's particular comment on the Facebook wall 3 or more times. So this question today is from one of our regular watchers, which is awesome guy 777100, Chris. Now, Chris asked me, he posted a comment in a video a while ago asking what was my opinion on height and relationships. Now, one reason why Chris has been watching my videos and is following a Grow Taller program is he wants to grow taller for this gorgeous, beautiful skin-toned, fantastic girl who is a little bit taller than he is, and obviously he wants to take her over so that he becomes the dominant one, or appears to be the dominant one in the relationship. It's kind of, to be honest guys, it's something that I wouldn't mind actually knowing a bit more about. So it'd be good to get some feedback of some people on this subject. But is height really that important in relationships? I think, to be honest, because I started off at 5'8" in school, one thing I did notice was though, obviously in school and stuff, like the tall guys did get attention. It's just having a tall presence does command attention, and obviously with girls, I think they seem to think, oh, there's the tall guy, he's the good-looking tall guy, or I don't know whether it's just because they like, they like to chat with their friends and be like, well, my boyfriend he's so tall, he's 6 foot, he's, is it that it's just so they can, so they can tell their friends, or is it more of like that the girls maybe feel a bit more secure with a guy that's taller, or maybe they don't want to look like out of shape. Maybe it's just one of those things, like maybe it's more like an insecurity with the girl because she thinks, oh, if the guy's shorter than me and we get seen together, I might look like a bit of a freak because I'm taller. It may make the perception of everyone think, God, that girl's tall. It's weird, man. It's really weird. It's one of those weird things. I mean, to be honest, like I've had 2 great relationships in my life. I'd say the last relationship I had was with a gorgeous girl called Hermione, and then before Hermione, I went out with a gorgeous girl called Laura. Now, Hermione was probably about 5'2", and Laura was about 5'6", 5'7", I think. And luckily for me, obviously because I've grown taller, both of them could wear heels and I'd still seem like really tall. So for me, I've never really had that experience of thinking, oh man, she's put the heels on, not the dreaded heels. She's taller than me now. What am I going to do? But I imagine it's quite a tough thing to get your head around, and I imagine it's it's one of those reasons why a lot of people do want to grow taller. I mean, to be honest, I was quite surprised with it. I thought it was one of the major reasons for why people wanted to grow taller, but I did a poll on one of my blogs quite recently, and I found that it was only actually the 3rd most popular reason. The 2nd most popular reason was because of sports, and the most popular reason was just for self-confidence, self-esteem. So not a great deal of people are doing it just for that specific fact that they want to get a girlfriend, but I don't know, it's just it's one of those weird things, man. I do know that when I've been out with Laura and when I've been out with Hermione, both of them have said, oh, it's good that you're tall, it makes me, like if we're holding hands or we're going to cinema and my arm drops real low, they were like, I think they love it, man, they love it. I think it's one of those things. I don't know whether you just become the accessory or whether it's like a protection thing, whether they think, oh, my boyfriend's taller, so that must mean that he's hard or something like that. But it'd be interesting. I'd like to know your opinions on this one, guys, because it's one of those things that I'm not fully comprehending because obviously I've never really been there. Like starting off at a pretty average height and actually growing to a taller height, I haven't really had that experience of whether like, oh man, like all these girls are taller than me and such. I suppose when I started at 5'8", it was like that would be, a lot of girls strive to be 5'8", so I would have been on the same level. So, but I mean, for Chris, obviously, like, you know, you're following your height program now. You're gonna get taller. You're gonna get this girl, man. I know you are. So, you know, there's always things you can do, and obviously, like, that's why I'm here to help you guys become taller. But it's just a funny subject, man. It's a funny subject, but I'd love to know your opinions on it anyway. I'd love to know your opinions. So, what kind of experiences have you had in relationships? Have you been denied because of your height? Have people rejected you because of your height? You know, have you missed out on dates, or missed out on maybe going to the prom with someone or whatever just because of your height? You know, it'd be interesting to know. And also from the ladies' point of view, like, you know, is it really important for you to have that tall guy? You know, I know a lot of girls follow my videos as well. So, do they want to grow taller because they want less of a difference between a taller guy and themselves, or are they growing taller for other reasons? It'd be interesting to know. So yeah, got some shout outs to do. Okay, so the first shout out goes to Frog139, who is slacking at school and just needs an injection. Well, Frog, you know, if you're following the discipline of a Grow Taller program, hopefully that's going to sort of set your mind incognito for school. And I think, you know, not everyone enjoys school, but I think if you've got a goal outside of school, which could be growing taller, if you start seeing results, you know, pretty quickly with your Grow Taller program, I'm sure that's going to help you with your schoolwork, because you'll see the results and you'll realise that the discipline is good, and it's, you know, you'll be able to stretch time out a bit longer. And yeah, so here's your injection, Frog139. Alright, second shout out goes to B-Ball Phenom 2467, and he says it'd be pretty tight if I give him an injection. So there's your injection, B-Ball. And the last shout out goes to Prince Vlogs, aka Aaron Little. Well, you're not going to be little after you've done the Grow Taller program. So here's your shout out and injection, bro. And with that, I hope you found this video informative. This is the GTG signing off from Singapore all the way to the NYC.